Hey, it's me, Tay. For this video, I would like to talk about one of my artworks that I've made. It is one that I hold pretty dear to my heart. I drew it on March 28, 2023. It's the day I'm recording this is February 19th, 2024. So it's been like about 11 months. So with art for me, it's very therapeutic. Like at one point I wanted to become an art therapist, but it's always been a very therapeutic process for me. A lot of the times my art is very intuition based. Like I'm just going with the flow. It's very rare that I plan out my art or, I usually just go ahead and draw whatever or paint whatever, just because it clears my head, clears my mind, gets me more grounded and focused on my thoughts. And by the time that I'm done with it, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. By the time I'm done with it, I'm very clear-headed. I can actually think about solutions to whatever conflicts or problems that are happening at the moment. I can actually further the process of continuing on the steps to get to from point A to point B, basically. So for this one, and I'm going to hold it up. I like holding my mic like this, but I know I gotta pin it. So this is Space Cadet, and she was drawn used with pencil and charcoal. That's it, just from a sketchbook. Literally didn't have anything planned for it. I just started, I started off drawing what I mainly usually do, draw or doodle or sketch, and that's the eye, and then it just progressed outward to the face. I had like an inclination or a feeling to grab the charcoal and then started to do more like an abstract graphics around it. And so by the time that I was done with it, I'm like, oh, this looks kind of like an astronaut or a Voyager or someone, an explorer, an adventurer, just somebody who is on a quest. The way that she's looking upward seems like newfound hope or newfound faith, looking up and having more of an optimistic mindset and belief in, oh, I want to make it through all of this shit, which is all of the random graphics or charcoal scribbles and smudges around her that would represent more of like the frustration or confusion, befuddlement, chaos that happens in the mind where you're just too worked up or you just got so much shit going on. Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta make sure this is done, I gotta take care of this, I gotta plan on this in the future, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. At the time, I was trying to figure out where am I going to move? How am I going to be able to afford my own place with the job that I had, with the money that I was making at the time? And so very, very fortunate to come across where I'm at now. And that happened like a couple months later. How I interpret this art piece is that, hold on. Space Cadet is a mixed medium art piece symbolizing the trek of daydreaming, floating amongst the cosmos and getting lost into the visions of your subconscious mind. There may be times where your thoughts resemble chaos, but when you wander deep enough, you can strike gold. And so for that last sentence, that is true, but the latter part, that you can strike gold, that's because in a larger framed version of this artwork, I put gold foil on it. and it was for a great cause. During August of last year, there was an annual art auction in North Carolina called Art Lives Here. And the place who had came up with this auction is called Hirsch Wellness Network. And all the money raised from these auctions goes to programs and classes offered to cancer patients in treatment, survivors, caregivers, and medical staff at absolutely no cost to them at all. And the programs are very self-expressive, like arts, and it also has wellness classes for them as well. It's very moving that a place has offered such great experiences for those who are very much in need, as well as them offering something that they can do with their support system and their loved ones. And I will be donating an art piece every single year. Shout out to my grandmother who lives in North Carolina who told me about this. And so why I said you can strike gold at the end of that little summary is because with Space Cadet, I ended up donating a larger piece, and I had it framed because it needed to be framed. And I also added gold and rainbow foil onto the piece right here. So I did that because I felt like it just needed something a little bit more since it was being framed, and I had put more meaning behind it. So the gold foil in the art piece, that represents what I would like to call like the golden nuggets. The golden nuggets that you get from self-reflection or, you know, just pondering your thoughts. Just doing a lot of inner work, going past the chaos of your mind, being scatterbrained, being unfocused, being overly emotional, or just repressing emotions or suppressing them, or getting out of a victim mentality. Like the inner guidance, the calm thoughts, the calm, like logical, sensible thoughts that help you get from point A to point B that you wouldn't be able to reach had you not allowed yourself to be affected by all of the things that would bother you or would make you overly emotional or just throw your mind in a loop or get you all scatterbrained and stuff like that. The gold represents the thoughts that you get after focusing or after clearing your mind, wandering through your mind, being a explorer of your mind, getting past all of those obstacles. It can lead you to some really important information or insights about yourself that can help you become a better person. Help you become a better person, help you to lead to better choices. So that is what the gold foil represents, and I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that piece. I'm so happy that there were bidders and someone took that home. So that was the first art piece that someone ever bought. It was an auction, but yeah, my art is in someone's home for the first time, and it felt really good. It really motivated me because it was just like, oh wow, I can really do this. I can really sell art, and you know, like I can really make these orders happen and, you know, package them, label them, ship them out to customers. And it fired me up. It fired me up because like I made that choice last year that, oh, I'm going to try to, no, let me change my wording. That's important. Last year, I made the decision to take artistry or take my art shit more serious. And so that had consisted of the Phases series that I had started, but then I ended up moving within a week and I had to adjust, and I fell off on that. But I'm bringing that back this year for sure. You know, getting my art skills up, getting a camera so I can actually take better pictures of my art in order to sell, and also to make these videos because I wanted to do something different. I had started to make videos in my parents' house, and the only reason why I didn't make a lot as much as I wanted to was because I didn't really get time to record. There was a lot of external noise and I wanted it to be not as noisy, and I didn't want the other kids to be in the video because like I want to keep some things private. But yeah, that is all. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. Y'all don't know how much y'all support means. Like, okay, so I'm doing this for me, but it's a bonus that you guys are all supporting, right? You guys are so supportive. Y'all like, y'all comment, y'all share. I'm just very grateful. I'm always gonna say that I'm grateful because I am. So I will talk to y'all next time, okay? Peace.